Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You look at the Steeler defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
Here we go, here we
but
go.
A lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Gun.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
11. Here we go. Right 80.
Now Burrow. And incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Here we go. 12. Right 80. Right up. Twelve.
Here's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
52-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but now it'll be third down.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
You have to figure with this offense on 2nd and inches, they're in ideal shape, but then they end up getting an incompletion, a run stuffed on 3rd and inches, and you look around and say, how did it become 4th down?
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw here.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Darnell Washington,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Steelers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Bengals 3. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
The Bengals at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football. But if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9.
Right, 80. 11. Stop.
Burrow throw. Left side, it's complete. But he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A very solid gain of 27.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Down at the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they come up now 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Right, 80.
Brown once more. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I'm fine, ready?
And goal.
Here we go. Hey, can. Turbo shot. Stop.
Brown. And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Go, 42. Stop.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but
fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's safety. So this is where a defense can really pin back its ears, bring it all, sell out to stop the run. This time, it'll earn them 2 points.
They definitely guessed right here. A run blitz all the way, and that's a bad feeling for a running back when he knows he's got to at least get it over the goal line. But all he sees are opposing jerseys.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Davis now to return it.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down in position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. This will be caught by Brown. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
One, ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. 180. 180 hot.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That went out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Here's 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
A nice throw there by the young rookie from Penn State, and it's a first down.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Warren.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Dowdle.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Can.
Now it's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go. 180. 11.
Now it's Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. They'll try and set up the screen out wide. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
12. MT, take. 11.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's got this down to the 35. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Running right, here's Brown. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2.
2nd and 6.
11. Here we go. Here, 12. 11. Right 80. Right hot.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Gun. Dot.
They'll give it here to Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Chase Brown, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Now a short pass.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
At their own 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
On 1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's got his tight end, it's Mike Gesicki. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Right 80.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Looking deep here for Chase.
It's caught at the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Jamar Chase.
In the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And maybe a wrench thrown in the operation there. The snap wasn't great, and this kick is pulled. It's no good.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. His pass on target, Velus Jones with it.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Back to throw.
And he is caught. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Here's Burrow. He finds his man complete. It's Young. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Now Burrow. It's complete to Burrow, right side. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
On the sneak, here's Flacco. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
They'll try and run for it with Brown. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Got 180. Stop.
Burrow will throw. This will be caught by Brown. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
12, 12, 12. Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11. Right 80. Right hot. Hot.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throw outside here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. 23 yards the pickup there.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Young. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
At the Steelers' 12-yard
Here we go.
line.
Right 80.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
1-1, ready? Here we go. 180. 180.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
I'm 1, ready?
2nd down and 8.
Here we go, here we go.
Again, it's Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Third time's a charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Steelers 14. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
2nd and 3. Throw left inside, taken in by Washington. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Darnell Washington with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And maybe a wrench thrown in the operation there. The snap wasn't great, and this kick is pulled. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Here we go. Can. 11, 11, 11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. They're going to look to throw. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Complete to Washington. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Steeler first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. A handoff for Warren. Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
The towels are waving. Steeler fans on their feet. It's 3rd down.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
He's back to throw. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Boswell good with the extra point. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offline, ready?
This is 1st and 10.
11 Mighty. 11 Thomas. 11 MT. Can. Stop. 11 Mighty. Stop.
Throwing. Burrow.
He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they were just hoping for something to go their way. A tip ball, a penalty, anything to get them within shouting distance of field goal range. But now, with the clock where it is, this is going to take something close to a miracle to pull this one out.
11.
Here's Burrow. And that's into the hands of Gesicki.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Here we go. Big 13. Stop.
A final shot now for Burrow. This ball intercepted. There he goes right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
What a change in this ball game in the 4th quarter, Charles. They just completely took over, and not only did they get the lead, they end up winning somewhat comfortably.
And when we spent time talking with them before the game, they made sure that we knew that they thought that they were the better team in this one, and they never lost that thought or lost that focus, and they played like it in the 4th quarter. That's how you offer a late comeback and get a win.
So for the Steelers, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.